Hi, this is Bo with another audio interview from Banded Living. We are delighted you found your way here. Banded Living is an online community by lap band patients for those people exploring lap band surgery and those who have had lap band surgery. Our mission is to provide essential information as you search for permanent weight control in your life, and for those of you who are in all phases of learning and living with a lap band. We are not doctors, and this is not meant to provide you with any medical information. It is for your information only. We share our experiences as lap band patients who have achieved long-term success. Please make sure and check with your doctor before pursuing any weight loss or dietary options. First, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the founders of Banded Living, who I will be interviewing today. Gloria Samuels was banded in August 2006 and has been maintaining a normal, healthy weight since January 2008. She has lost over 90 pounds. Gloria has had a long, successful career as an executive in corporate America. She is happily married with 2 children. Despite being successful in just about all areas of her life, Gloria could never win her lifelong battle with her weight until she had lap band surgery. She is passionate about sharing her experience with gastric banding and about helping those exploring weight loss options and providing support to those who are living with a lap band. Gloria is a strong believer that the surgery is not for everyone. However, her goal is to provide information along with hope and inspiration to the people struggling with serious weight issues who have failed at diet and exercise alone. Sandy Henderson was banded in May 2004 and has been maintaining a normal, healthy weight since May 2006. Sandy started out 424 pounds with serious health issues. Sandy has been operating her successful business for the past 20 years. She has been married for over 40 years and has a grown daughter and 4 wonderful grandchildren. Now that she is at normal weight, she is off all prescription medications and moves freely and vigorously through her transformed life. As a result of the surgery and the care she received, she has lost 250 pounds. Sandy wants to arm those pursuing weight loss options with information to make the choices that are right for them. Together, these women have more than 9 years of experience using their bands to achieve long-term weight loss. This is the first of many interviews where Gloria and Sandy will be discussing all aspects of using and living with a lap band. They will be covering topics from exploring lap band surgery as an option, deciding whether or not banding is for you, what it takes to explore and decide to have surgery, preparing for surgery, recovering from surgery, starting down the path of transforming yourself, and finally learning how to maintain your weight after all that hard work. This audio is designed for people exploring gastric banding. In it, you will learn the 7 important things they wish they had been told before they had lap band surgery. Or if someone told them, they wished it had sunk in. Welcome, Sandy and Gloria. Thank you for joining us today. Sandy, in your number 1 tip, you say, with the band, everything we have always known about losing weight finally works. Can you tell us more about this?
Sure. It's true. With the band, everything we've always known about losing weight finally works. Bottom line, most diets work. They worked for us. We just couldn't stay on them. With the band, we still need to do the work. We can tell you that following any eating plan just gets so much easier with a properly adjusted band. The band is like a coach that's always with you. It helps control appetite and portion size. I really do feel satisfied with small portions. But if you're hoping that the surgery will be the magic bullet that allows you to live on fries and shakes, don't bother going any further. There just is no magic bullet. The essence is in making tasty, healthy food choices and learning to enjoy food again. For the first time in my life, I understand what being satisfied in full means. Until I had my band, I never had that experience.
Now, Gloria, your second tip is how important it is to find the right surgeon. Can you elaborate on that experience?
You know, Bo, finding the right surgeon was even more important than I had ever realized. This is not the typical surgeon relationship where you have a pre-op appointment, go to the OR, and then have 1 or 2 post-op appointments. Your surgeon really can be like your head coach in this process. You need to find someone you want to see on a regular basis. I consider myself incredibly fortunate. Not only is my doctor a great surgeon, he is also both passionate and compassionate, and he has great listening skills. He's built his practice around giving his patients the tools we need for long-term success, and that's what I really needed. The patients who get the best results build a strong and lasting relationship with their surgeon and his or her staff. They go back to see their surgeon regularly. Often in the first year, you should expect to see your surgeon 9 to 12 times, and those who don't go often just don't get as good results.
I could not have achieved this miracle of 250 pounds weight loss without the guidance and support of my surgeon. Anytime I doubted myself, he was there boosting me up. Anytime I took a misstep, he was there redirecting me. He helped me keep the end goal in sight.
That patient-surgeon relationship really is important. So, Gloria, tip number 3 is about the band being adjustable. Can you explain what you mean?
Tip number 3 is don't underestimate the adjustable nature of the band. Adding saline tightens the band around your stomach. Removing saline loosens the band. That process is called a fill. No one can tell you how many fills you will need to find your sweet spot. Everyone is different. It took me many fills to get get to just the right place where I was really satisfied with a small amount of food.
And then there was me. In the first year, I never needed a fill and lost over 100 pounds. And we both have the same exact size bands.
So the point is, there really is no magic number, no matter what anybody tells you. The ideal fill is where you feel satisfied with 3 small meals each day and you're not hungry between meals. Lots of people worry about what a fill will feel like. It's really just not a big deal. If you can handle a needle stick, that's what a fill is. If you're really sensitive, you may get a local anesthetic, but many people say that hurts more than the needle used for the fill. Make sure you follow your doctor's instructions for progressing back through liquids to solids after a fill. If you don't have a band, it's really hard to understand the benefit of the adjustable nature of the band bow. Just when you think it's getting hard, a little bit of tightening may be just what the doctor orders to get your weight loss going again. No other weight loss surgery is adjustable.
Sounds pretty intriguing. Do you have to live on cottage cheese and soup for the rest of your life?
Not at all, Bo. That brings us to tip number 4, which is you can eat a wide variety of the foods you love with a band. We always hear the question, are there any foods I will not be able to eat after surgery? We're all different. Gloria and I are often amazed that we have very different problem foods even this many years after surgery. Foods that banded people say they have trouble with often include bread, rice, pasta, steaks and chops, and to some extent, raw fibrous fruits and vegetables. Try these foods slowly and in small amounts and make sure you chew, chew, chew. It's simple. If a food causes you trouble, avoid it. Be aware that foods that work on Monday may not work on Friday. Some days you feel tighter, some days you feel looser. Many people feel tighter in the morning and adjust their meal planning accordingly. But remember, we're all different. For example, I can eat rare roast beef, but turkey burgers are a problem.
And I eat plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables, steaks and chops, but for some reason, tuna fish, which most people tolerate really well, is a problem for me.
While you were figuring all these things out, what kind of reaction did you get from your family?
That's what tip number 5 is all about. This life-changing decision really impacts spouses, partners, and all of those close to you. My husband's an engineer. As long as he had the data, he was incredibly supportive of the entire process. Be sure to include those closest to you in your research and discussions. If possible, bring them to seminars, support groups, and doctor's appointments. Initially, they may be really worried. You'll be changing quickly, and that means a lot of change for those closest to you. The eating habits of everyone in your household may change as a byproduct of your surgery.
Gee, Sandy, I didn't realize how much of a change this can make for the rest of the family. I guess getting your support people involved early in the process can really help. What else can we do to help make this process more successful?
Tip number 6 is key, Bo. Learn from others who have bands and have been successful. The most successful people on this journey of banded living actively rely on other patients for support. They set goals and they track their progress. It certainly worked for us. People who have been living the banded life have lots of tips and tricks for how to use this tool. You can learn from them, and most of us get a lot of joy in paying it forward. You may make some great friendships. We certainly did, so why go it alone? And if you're seriously considering getting a band, find a lap band support group near you. Go. Ask questions. Learn.
So if I decided that banding is for me, how do I get ready?
That's tip number 7. If you decide to have a band, prepare for surgery. The most important thing to know is that you want to be prepared, have a plan, and have everything you need to follow your doctor's instructions when you get home from surgery. Decide who you're going to tell or not tell. Make sure you have before pictures so that you can follow your transformation. Really being prepared for surgery is such a huge topic that we will devote an entire audio to it.
All right, so let's go over these 7 tips again. Number 1, with a band, everything that we've always known about how to lose weight finally works. Number 2, finding the right surgeon is even more important than I realized. Number 3, don't underestimate the adjustable nature of the band. Number 4, you can eat a wide variety of the foods you love with a band. Number 5, this life-changing decision really impacts spouses, partners, and those close to you. Number 6, learn from others who have had bands and who have been successful. And finally, number 7, if you do decide to have a band, prepare for surgery. Thanks for listening, and we hope you found this very useful. Now, Sandy, where can they get more information?
If you're interested in learning more, we are blogging our entire lap band journeys from the time each of us began exploring weight loss surgery. You can find us at sandysbandedliving.com and gloriasbandedliving.com. During the second quarter of 2010, we will be launching our Banded Living community website, a place for patients, by patients, at bandedliving.com. Whether you're exploring surgery, preparing for surgery, recently recovering from surgery, transforming your life life with a band or maintaining, this site is your community for honest information and support. We look forward to seeing you at Banded Living. We'd also be interested in your feedback. We want to know how we can help you on your journey to long-term health. You can contact us at gloria@bandedliving.com or Sandy, that's SANDI, at bandedliving.com.